guys, I'm so glad you're here today at another episode of Big Mood Digital, because today I'm going to be talking about my unique approach for digital marketing and how I think about marketing as a whole. I intertwine these different themes that I'm going to talk about into everything that I do. And while, everybody says agencies, whoever it may be that you're working with or thinking about working with, they always say, customer is number one. I totally believe that, but it's one thing to say it on a surface, and it's another thing to really intertwine it to everything that you do. So number one, what's important? Yes, it's a customer. I'm very customer centric. But when I say that, I have always worked on client side. And so working on client side, you really get the opportunity to really dive into who is this customer? Who is this company? What are their values? And I truly believe once I'm able to understand your values and communicate them just almost like you would, that it's going to be not only a better relationship, but we're going to reach your ideal customer, multiply your ideal customer that much faster. And, I will say with agencies and other people I work with, there's always a moment of, wait a minute, I told you that. How could you get that wrong about our company? That's where I differ. I deep dive and really understand, what is your company about? What is your true values? Why did you start this? What fuels your passion? And being able to show those pieces of authenticity and passion through your branding and through your online presence is really important, because more than ever, customers want to know who brands are. And so customer is very important, but also about the customer is, how does the customer speak? How do they think? How do they talk? We say certain words within industries, within, our offices, whatever it may be, that the customers don't use those words. So you may call something one thing or have an acronym for whatever it is in your company, and the customers are not using those words. They don't even know those words yet. So sometimes there's some education on terms, and how can we, bring it down to a basic level where everybody can understand it. And especially in paid search and search engine marketing as a whole, SEO, you really have to be also using the words that customers use, not just your, industry speak words or your office words. It's very important. With anything that, I help market, I always believe in my heart that is the coolest product service ever, and I'm going to dig deep and find out why it's the best product ever, because once you really get to know a product or service on a lot of different interactions, whether it's in person, if it's a physical product, using it, testing it, if it's a service, just experiencing the service end of it as a customer, you're going to be able to speak about it and market it that much easier. And understanding different areas of digital marketing and knowing their purpose. So it's not just, why is something trendy? Hey, let's do it. Does this fit into your brand identity? Is this something that's going to help your business? And understanding the why of why this will help your business, or maybe why won't it? Or maybe why aren't we ready for it yet? And all of those things are okay. You shouldn't have to feel like you have to participate in every single thing. I know it's very tempting, but we want to do it right, and we want to execute it in a quality way. Quality is so important to me. Everything needs to be top notch, because quality does speak volumes. I am definitely a quality over quantity person. I want that quality customer to you, your ideal customer, so we can multiply them, and bring in those conversions and leads and sales for you. Another thing is, I really believe that you have to always be learning. Do some global learning. Understand how accounting is going to affect operations, is going to affect marketing, is going to affect finance. Just understanding a little bit of everything, because knowing that your job does extend to other departments. It's not just hey, I did my job and it's done. I understand that there are other areas that things touch. An example of that would be, I remember one time I was working for a company, and the designer would finish a design at 4:55 p.m. and people are trying to get wrapped up and going by 5:30, and they would just be okay, I'm done, 4:55 p.m. and it's that's cool, but there's 3 more people that need to touch this email design before it goes out, and that might mean coding it, that might mean a subject line, that might mean reading it over, feedback, scheduling. There's a lot of other things. So know that you're a piece of a journey, and to be considerate of all those things. And I'm definitely going to try to be considerate of all those pieces of the journey and just understand them. So I think that's really important. And I think the magic that just comes with a little bit of experience, also deep diving, asking the right questions, which, I always ask questions of like, why did you start this? Why is this your passion? What are the values I really want people to know, is because the nuances about your business is what is going to set you apart. What are those nuances of, what happened in a timeline, what worked, what didn't, what was something that was unique that you did that worked, that you tried, that you tested, and seeing how we can always improve on it, always optimizing. So I always say, in a lot of things that I do, it's not a one and done. While we wish a lot of things were a one and done, digital marketing, your digital presence, your website, any piece of digital marketing, email marketing, paid search, SEO, it's never a one and done. It's always a continuous, progression and optimization. And that's what I love. I love that things are, always changing and staying on top of the trends. Like, I love digital marketing. And so being able to give that to the customers, give that to a client of like, hey, I'm sharing my passion with you, my knowledge, so you'll have the tools to go above and beyond. My approach, to sum it up, comes from the heart, because I love this. Where some people might be, off doing other hobbies, or, painting or drawing or singing or acting on the side, whatever it is. And all of those hobbies are good and fine, and I'm not really good at any of those. I'm good at digital marketing, and I love it. It can't help but bring a smile to my face when I talk about it. And that is my unique approach. So very customer-centric, global learning, always be learning about different departments, different functions, to broaden your horizons and understand the journey of the whole life of bringing a business to life. Always believe that your products are the coolest, they're the best. Find out why they're the best, find out why they're unique. Getting to the root of the passion. Get to the root of the passion, and you can display authenticity, passion to the customers. It speaks volumes. And the nuances, it's the little things that you can pick out that customers they notice. And so pointing those things out is really, really valuable. If you have any questions, always please let me know. Follow me on Instagram at Big Mood Digital. Hit that subscribe button. I would totally appreciate it. And take a class. Like, I have a lot of classes online that can help you with all of these things, how I explain my strategies more. We're scratching the surface here, guys. Like, let's jump on in together. Big Mood, which Big Mood, if you don't know, means hyper relatable. And we're going to be hyper relatable to your ideal customer to multiply that ideal customer. Let's go.